Australian who sexually abused the children in the Philippines given 129-year jail term. Peter Scully has received another 129 years in jail for 60 charges related to child sex abuse. He was already serving a life term. CNN, an Australian man already sentenced to the life in prison in the Philippines for human trafficking and rape, has been given an extra 129-year sentence for sexually abusing children as young as 18 months, according to prosecutor Peter Gerard Scully. His Filipino girlfriend, Legil Margallo, and the two accomplices were charged with 60 offenses that includes child abuse, trafficking, rape, and syndicating child pornography. Melin Barola-Uy, a prosecutor in the southern city of Cagayan de Olo, told CNN on Wednesday. Margallo was sentenced to 126 years in prison, while the two accomplices received the prison terms of 9 years each. All four are sentenced on November 3rd after entering a plea bargaining agreement. Barola-Uy said, describing the convictions as the sweet victory. The victim survivors and their families, together with the prosecution team, have been since day one consistent in their resolve to fight Peter Scully and slay every delaying tactic he employed. The prosecutor said they all want to bring closer to this darker phase of their lives and move on. Barola-Uy added. The offenses date back to 2012 and are among dozens of charges filed against Scully after his arrest in 2015. In 2018, the Australian and his former live-in partner, Carmen N. Alvarez, are sentenced to life in prison for human trafficking and rape in 6 cases involving seven children, one of whom was killed and buried in one of the couple's rented houses in Surigao City, according to state-run Philippine news agency. The cases against Scully have thrown the spotlight on the Philippines' enduring struggle against the online sexual exploitation of children. In 2020, a report by the Washington-based International Justice Mission described the Philippines as the global dark spot for online sexual abuse, saying youths are vulnerable due to the combination of entrenched poverty, high internet connectivity, and opaque international cash transfer systems. 2 years later, a study by UNICEF, Interpol, and ECPAT International, a global network of organizations against children's sexual exploitation, found around 20% of Filipino children who use the internet and are aged between 12 and 17 had experienced some form of online sexual abuse. In August, members of President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr.'s cabinet told a news conference the country has declared all-out war on the sexual exploitation of children online. Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Lemulla vowed at the conference to prosecute and jail people who sexually exploited minors online, but did not detail how the law and its enforcement might be strengthened.